Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the first episode of RealityWorld Podcast. My name is Kavanah.
And I'm Semaj, and today we are super excited to have our very first guest on the podcast, one of the most interesting Survivor YouTubers in the whole reality world. So we are very excited to welcome Memeview to the pod.
And before we jump into today's podcast, I'd just like to say that when recording the footage, some of it did get a little corrupted. It was on my end, but not all of it. We still got a long podcast for you guys to just sit there, listen through. It's a good one, so sit there, listen through it, have fun. We do a lot of fun stuff, and I'm not going to talk too long. So enjoy.
I've had a lot of ones that just refuse. Like I've tried to get a lot more, but they just refused to do it.
Oh, at least they refuse and don't do it and be like, I refuse to do that, but I'm still taking the money.
All your money,
yeah.
Dude, I tried to get one from Soda, and she was just like, no, because your content's hurtful and you're hurting all these Survivor players. Like,
you got
yeah.
that from a Survivor player. Have you been like, click on my content? It's like more of like a joking tone, or you're just like, fine, don't take my money.
You know what's crazy? It was literally Soda from 46. And I literally made a video defending Soda one. Because did you guys see that one tweet that someone made?
People were crazy on Soda during that season. Yeah.
Tweet about I made a video saying Soda's being attacked online and defending her. And then she was like, no, I'm not gonna do your cameo because your content's hurtful. I'm like, bro, I literally made a video defending you.
I mean, I feel like she probably hasn't seen your content. I feel like it's probably just clicking on your channel, looking at your thumbnails, and seeing every episode you're seeing something. So
if you go to my channel, let's see what if you click on my channel, let's see what the first thing that you see is. First thing is, these Survivor YouTubers suck.
Yeah, that was a crazy video for you to make on YouTube. By the way, you could have so many ops against.
You know what's crazy though? Two of them commented on it.
Okay, wait, we can't talk about that yet. Not yet.
Okay,
that's a question I have for you later.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
If you were in charge of Survivor, what changes would you make?
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Hell yeah. Good question.
I was in charge. That's a good question. I would probably bring it back to the it was 38 days originally, right?
39.
39. 30, my bad. Bring it back to the 39 days. I would obviously make Bruce be on every season.
And Bruce.
He wouldn't even be like a player. He would just be like, you know what? No, he would. I would make an advantage in the game called the Bruce phone, where it's just an advantage where you can call Bruce and he gives you a pep talk.
Oh, you could have Island of the Bruce. Where you go to an island with Bruce's head.
Yeah.
The Bruce visit.
You just hang out, and eat some wings, and
that
would actually be sick.
That would actually.
It's like It's 9 clones of Bruce just coming out everyone's just bawling Bruce.
The Bruce tribe. It's which one?
Yeah, but I would also I would definitely try to switch up have some seasons that start off as 2 tribes, some seasons start off as 3 tribes. I would definitely change I think I'm in the minority, but I like the concept of journeys. It's just they shouldn't have to be forced to wager their vote. They should always be given the option.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous when they force that.
Yeah.
It's they do it so rarely, so it's not even it's a guarantee that you'll be forced to lose your vote. So it's not even consistent.
Yeah. I would also change locations.
Locations is a big one for me. That's what I would say.
Because people remember Survivor.
I think doing one in a snowy place would be absolutely crazy.
Oh my god, I would love that
Antarctica,
so much.
Survivor Antarctica would be
so
insane.
Nice.
Obviously
Survivor Alaska.
That's what I bet.
You have to give everyone coats. Everyone coats though. You can't just have them in Purple Kelly where she has a freaking bikini to wear.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
That was a huge point of Survivor though. Is bring all these good looking women on Survivor. It brings in the views.
Yeah.
And then they didn't let them wear anything, so they were miserable the whole time.
They probably didn't even pay Jeff. They probably didn't pay Jeff. They were like, "Hey Jeff, want to be on an island with women for 30 days?" Where do I sign up?
A big
he was into it early on. He dated contestants.
Did he?
Well, didn't he like make
Yeah, he
someone
did
strip
date
for like
one contestant.
Didn't he like make someone strip for like peanut butter too? It was pretty epic.
It was 2 of them. He didn't make
Oh,
them.
yeah.
They were like, we'll literally take her tops off right
Well, that's what
that's what the edit.
And he was
That's
like,
that's,
yes.
that's what the edit tells us. I do know that Jeff's at least racist, so he might be that as well.
You're right. You're right.
Jeff's a lot.
Jeff is a lot of things.
He's everything, according to
Nothing
the Survivor
nice.
community.
Yeah.
Oh, also, that's another thing I would do if I was in charge of Survivor. I'd make Jeff Probst wear I'm the racist shirt. That'd be pretty cool.
It's like at the beginning of the season, remember in like 41 where we had that like awkward intro like on if guys is okay to say. It could be like, all right, if I wear this, will that make up for what I did? What do you think, cast? Like he just says as the intro randomly
And
to
the
get
funniest
people to weigh it.
he probably prepped that all too. He's probably like, okay, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna say this, and you guys are gonna be like, no more.
I don't know. He
Well,
wanted the blame to be on a contestant, not him. So,
True.
Jeff was just like, who here identifies as someone other than straight? Like he's like, what's his name? Ricard was like, I am. He's like, okay, so you're gonna be the person who says you don't like it. So
you're gonna get all the hate on social media for this.
Oh, so funny, but yeah. I think what we need to bring back is themes and like personality themes.
Oh
like,
my god!
Oh yeah,
like for some I hated the fact that like when they put the races against each other, like why was that so confrontational? Like we do that every 4 years at the Olympics. What the fuck's the problem with it being on Survivor? Like
a bit different from races and countries, but like, I get what you're putting down.
Like,
I guess.
Okay, fair. But like, I guess what I should be saying is like cultures, like not like a race in general, but like, what if like you did a season on cultures, like maybe not like Catholics and atheists, but like something where you put like.
Well, that would be W. That would be a W season.
I mean, that would get the views.
It would, but there'd just be. I'd turn it off at the second episode because it'd just be too much
liberals
preaching.
versus conservatives.
Yeah, people always say they could do that, and then they could do U.S. versus Canada too.
Mm-hmm.
But
like I just like seasons having a name.
That's
like I don't like 41, 42. Like
it's
it just
so
like
bland
blends
and
together.
Uncreative. It's just they took all the creative pieces out of Survivor and made it into a literal game.
They need to make a season of Survivor where there's like an entire cast of Survivor YouTubers, like an entire tribe of Survivor YouTubers. So like,
were you invited to the Survivor influencer thing, where they like drove out like a bunch of influencers to Fiji?
Oh yeah,
to, like,
I was.
do a 3-day thing.
I was invited, but I was too busy, so I couldn't make it.
Yeah,
but I was definitely invited.
No.
Yeah, like Jeff Probst actually called me up. Jeff Probst actually called me up begging, but I was like, "Sorry, Jeff.
Yeah,
Jeff did himself. Wow.
Yeah.
You don't say yes to the first offer.
You're right.
So
yeah, I was like, Jeff, get Bruce on the phone, and then we'll talk, okay?
He's like, oh,
only if Bruce is hosting it.
But all right, let's move on.
There was a Survivor. Oh, I think I actually did know about that. Yeah, I think I saw something about that.
Yeah, I think Mr. Beast's friend is on it, but it won't be like uploaded until 49, like when that is close to releasing.
Wait, what is this? So like they brought out a bunch of people.
I don't even know what they fully did, but they did like a bunch of influencers. I don't think it's like Survivor. I think it's just influencers in general that like some like Survivor, and I think they're like playing like a mini Survivor season for like 3 days, and it's like to get hype for 49. But that's all I know right now.
But that's literally 51. They're like, okay, guys, we're actually gonna shorten the seasons to 3 days now.
Yeah, I could see them doing that. And you have to make a video saying this Survivor influencer cast is terrible.
Oh yeah,
you do.
I'll be like, the reason I wasn't in the Survivor influencer cast, the truth.
It's because I roasted their casting department.
You should do like a little skit where you're like on the phone with Jeff, and you're like,
oh, that'd be so good, actually.
Hey. Is Survivor over and you're itching for more? Well, I have something to offer you that you may not know existed. Check this out. If you want to see more of this, then go to my channel in the description and start binging. I'm gonna give you better details that describe this Survivor player. And the first one to get it right wins. You'll always go first. So I'll give you the detail. Memeview, you'll guess who you think it is first. Obviously, by the first one, you just have to guess something random, and same as you, Semaj, until one of you get it right. So let's just start it off. So where was it?
So like, am I guessing first, or are you saying something first?
So no, I'm gonna. I
think he'll say something.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you both one detail, and then maybe you're gonna guess. You're gonna say a name. Semaj, you're gonna say a name, and then I'm gonna give you the next detail, and then take all these details into account. All right. So this first detail is that this specific this Survivor player was a bartender when they came on their first Survivor season.
The Survivor Wiki is way too slow anyway.
Wait, you guys are frozen for me.
Oh, did it crash?
Oh, did bro look up Survivor Wiki? This is crazy. Bro's cheating.
No.
Wait, you guys are just really bad quality. Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna say Kendra from 45.
That is incorrect.
Wait, did you say a detail?
Yeah. So this Survivor player was a bartender going into their first season.
A bartender. I can't remember, so I'm just gonna say Kelly Wentworth.
Incorrect. They said that the person they'd like to play, the contestant they are most like, is Russell because they want to control and roll with an iron fist.
Okay.
That sounds like something Drew would say, but I know that Drew wasn't a bartender. No, it's true. Let's just say, let's go with. I can't even think of any villain. Okay, let's just say Drew Basila. I know that's not right, but I don't got anything.
That is incorrect.
That'd been impressive. I'll go with the Sydney from Survivor 41.
That is incorrect.
All right.
So this season, that this player was first on, was between 20 and 30.
Oh. I'm going with Spencer Bledsoe.
That is incorrect.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna say Cass.
Chaos Cass is incorrect.
Yeah. Oh, I thought since you were like Chaos Cass, I was like,
man.
This player in their first season had 10 challenge wins all together.
Okay,
This player had 10 immunity wins.
That would be including like tribe immunities as well.
Yeah. Mike Holloway. I don't think he would say that, but we're gonna go with it.
Mike Holloway is incorrect.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say Joe Anglem.
That is incorrect. This player lasted on their first season 38 days.
Ooh. Okay.
Wait. Let me cook. Wait. Natalie Anderson.
Incorrect.
Oh. Oh God.
Oh, that was it, bro.
Okay, not Anderson. What about Malcolm?
Malcolm is correct. It was Malcolm from
the
Philippines.
Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, I guess I was
Feels
thinking 38 meant that they made it to the end, but that just means they made Final Four.
Yeah. I was like, it had to be someone who got fourth place.
This next player, their first season was between season 10 and 15.
Ooh.
I'm so cooked. I have no idea what those seasons are.
That would be Palau, Guatemala, Panama, Uh, it's 13 Cook Islands, then 14's Fiji. Yeah.
And we're gonna send it Jonathan Pinner.
That'd be incorrect.
So was the clue just this player's first season was 10
Yep.
to 15?
Mhm.
Stephanie LaGrossa?
Incorrect. If you got a first try, that would have been pretty insane. This player has played in a total of 4 seasons.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Sari Fields?
Incorrect.
It's Parvati.
It is indeed Parvati Shallow.
Yeah. Once you said 4.
Yeah, I knew. Well, hasn't Sari also played in 4? Not counting 50?
I think so.
Yeah. This would be
So,
her
yeah,
fifth
yeah.
season.
It was a 50-50 shot.
It was a 50-50
That's
shot.
true. That's true.
This person played in the new era.
Bruce.
That is correct. It
Oh,
was Bruce.
What is the? Yeah, come on.
This
How would you
player
word that?
played in 2 seasons.
Spencer Bledsoe.
No.
Denise.
No. This one's going to be a bit harder. I think, anyway.
Yeah, a lot of options.
This player lasted 38 days
Oh.
in his
Okay.
first
Which-
season.
Oh,
first season?
Also his, so thank you for that.
Yeah, I did that a
Oh,
lot.
his. I have no idea. Maybe Russell Hance. Russell Hance played 3 seasons. I'm just gonna say Brandon Hance, even though I know he didn't last that long. I'm just blanking.
That is incorrect.
All right, I'll go. David Wright. I think that's his last name from David versus Goliath.
Yeah,
No,
that's correct.
versus Millennials versus Gen X. Sorry,
You said which one?
incorrect. David Wright from Millennials versus Gen X.
That's insane. That's correct.
You got it. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
How did you know? What?
I was just thinking of a 2-time player that also got 4th in their first season, so that limits the option.
Wow.
It also has to be a
does
guy.
really limit the options.
So once
I
you
don't
think
know.
of one, you just go for it.
It's literally like it was either Spencer or him, right?
Yeah.
This person is the first person to simultaneously hold the legacy advantage and a hidden Yaddle at the same time.
Is that also David Wright?
Incorrect.
Is that Sarah Lucina?
Incorrect.
Oh, what? I thought she had an
Is
item
it-
Game Changers.
Is it Sierra? Is it the person that gave Sarah? Is her name Sierra? The person that gave Sarah the legacy advantage? Sierra, whatever. her
Sierra
name is?
Dawn Thomas.
Yeah, I think her name's Sierra.
All right. Next question.
I guess that is incorrect.
Did you guess?
I guess Sarah from Game Changers, Sarah Lucina.
That's the season that this player is from season 30 to 40.
God, I don't remember the legacy advantage, like the holders of it
I'm
that
just
well.
gonna. I don't. Oh, because I'm just gonna say Sierra Dawn Thomas or whatever her name is.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, okay. Making sure.
Who held the legacy in?
Wasn't
Yeah.
one in.
I don't even know if they had one Millennials versus Gen X. So I was gonna guess Adam.
Incorrect.
They had one because I remember. Didn't David use it?
I don't
Oh
remember.
wait, did the freaking
The player this season was
she
from
burped?
is from 35 to 37.
35 to oh god.
That's 35. What is? I don't know. That what's 35? Those 35 heroes versus
Heroes versus healers versus hustlers.
hustlers, and then 36 is Millennials versus. I don't know. I don't think there is. I think there's only legacy advantages in like a couple seasons, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm stumped on this one too.
I can give
I think
another
it's
hint, but I just blurt out a name if you don't know.
who's freaking got rocked? Who got rocked out of Millennials versus Gen X?
But that's outside the season range, though. I think that's Jessica Lewis.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it? Oh, it's outside the season.
I'll go with Ben Baum.
I know there
That is
wasn't a Ben.
incorrect.
There wasn't one in that season. I'm gonna go with Jessica Lewis, even though I know it's not correct.
That is incorrect. This season was about bringing certain things back from the past.
Okay, Ghost Island.
You know what's? I didn't watch that season, so I'm cooked.
I don't remember that. Oh God.
I stopped watching after Jason. Jason. No, I remember now. Jason Derwin gifted it to a freaking girl. I stopped watching after Jason Derwin got voted out because no one else was entertained. But he gifted that advantage to a female. And I got no clue who it was because I didn't watch the season.
I'm just. Was it Kellen?
It was not Kellen.
I'm gonna say it was Lauren.
Incorrect.
From that season. Okay.
This
I think there was a Lauren.
We might have given up on this one.
Oh, we know what season it is.
We'll get it eventually.
Yeah.
Tell us their skin tone and we'll get it.
I really start dumbing it down now. This would be a two-parter. For one, this is my favorite player of all time. And for two, and this player made it to the final three.
Oh, is Dominic?
I feel like it has to be Dominic.
If
it's Wendell, you're cooked, buddy.
Dominic.
Let's go! Let's go! Good job!
Let's go!
Before we move on to our final game, there is one more question I do want to ask. Now, I told you I was going to save this question because we almost got into talking about it quite a bit. And I want to ask, is the beef in your video about all the other YouTubers real?
Oh yeah, it's 100% real. No, I literally message. I message Bandit a lot. Me and Bandit are like actually kind of tight. So no, I think I will say half the beef is real, half of it isn't real. Because like I do mean like. I don't mean any of the things I say about Bandit, but like I do mean because he's not even Australian.
Bandit's not Australian?
Oh, I actually didn't know.
No, he's not Australian. I think he's like I'm not sure where he is, but I know it's not Australian.
New Zealand.
But yeah, I mean like most of the stuff I say about like I think Russell Muscle TV is really cringe.
Is that the guy that does 50 things you missed?
Yeah, it's like it's like he's making his videos for Helen Keller because no one misses that stuff.
I mean, that's just like the content wheelhouse or whatever he's trying to do.
Yeah, well, it's like, but that's my thing. I'm the one that clickbaits my Survivor.
But he's going for like the corporate clickbait. You're going for creative clickbait.
Yeah, and then Meridian Reviews has like I don't know, but that guy just talks like for hours.
Yeah. He's very passionate about reality TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he also put Bruce at like in the top 10 worst new era players. So
not everyone gets the Bruce.
I also put Once Upon an Island in there, which I think Once Upon an Island is probably the Survivor YouTuber I watch the most. So the stuff I said about him definitely is not actual true. And then I don't think who else did I talk? Oh, I talked about myself. Yeah. Everything I said about myself is also true. I don't like that guy either.
Hey,
I feel like I talked about one other dude. And then Purdium and Idled Out were just too boring to talk about, so I didn't talk about them.
Yeah. You want to go for different names than the ones you would expect.
Yeah, I also didn't talk about... What's funny is I meant to talk about Survivor Gumball, but didn't. But I added him in the description of the video. I don't know if you guys know Survivor. I don't know if you guys know what Survivor Gumball is, but he pretty much just does like Survivor power ranking videos, like just power ranks
Oh, okay.
every episode. And he also made a freaking in the span of a week, him and the Meridian Reviews both made top 10 worst new era players and both put Bruce in there. I was very mad.
I don't get why he's the worst. Like, he made Merge, unless they're counting his head injury as a bad move that he did.
Yeah.
Which, like, I guess that's fair. It did get him out of the game.
It was a good move because it got him the spot as the first new era returning player.
That's true. That's true.
They wouldn't do that with just anybody either.
He got on the better season due to it.
Also, they don't do that to anybody. Did they give Pat a return after he freaking died episode 1? Nope.
No, that was even less Pat's fault because it was just the boat, the waves.
Yeah, it was
killed his back.
The boat. Hey, it's not Bruce's fault that they designed a racist challenge. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah. That challenge was not good design.
Yeah, but I would say that I would say all of my videos are like 50% serious at what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's a good mix though. You don't want to like just be too jokey because then everyone knows it's a joke. You want to have a mix.
But speaking of like power rankings and all that stuff, that's what our next game is going to be. So I'm going to give you both the floor, and you both are going. I'm going to give you both a name, and you both are going to tell me. You're going to randomly rank 10 players, and we're going to see your list at the end.
Okay, wait. So we're gonna see.
Is it like blind ranking?
It
like
is
you
blind
have to rank.
So I'm going to give you give you a name, and you're going to put them in a number 1 through 10 slot. All right. So at the first one is Erica.
Ooh, okay.
Memeview, you're up.
Which Erica?
Assume 41.
Yeah.
Oh. I watched like a few episodes of 41. I didn't finish it. I mean, I feel like she gets screwed over by the edit because like the edit doesn't show her like whatsoever.
The edit was so weird.
I feel like she probably plays a pretty good social game. Maybe strategic, I'm not sure. I know a lot of people were mad that Xander didn't win. Yeah, probably like, I don't know, I'll slide Erica into like number 6.
And then for me, I'll put Erica as 5. I think she's like a good middle of the road like winner. I actually was pretty happy that she won because it was kind of an unexpected outcome. I would have liked the edit to have been better on her. I think she deserved it, but the pandemic messed them up because 41 was just so weirdly edited.
All right, so now you got Carson Garrett from Survivor 44.
Oh, this puzzle stealer? He's going to number 10, bro. Screw that guy.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He sold pillows of his own face. I'm putting him at 10.
Next up, you guys got Q from Survivor 46.
Okay.
Oh, Q the cutie. This guy. Is this like based on how well we think they did in the game, or just like how much we like them?
I think it's how much we like them. That's how I've been doing it.
Yeah, I would definitely pick Q. Like, yeah, I love Q. Q is so fun to watch, and Q is so entertaining. Like that whole episode where he's like big mistake, like the whole hide and seek thing was just like peak Survivor.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, I got to slide Q into like number. We're gonna pick Q number 2.
All right, you are taking what I was gonna do, so I'm gonna have to mix it up now because I'm not just gonna be copying you. I will actually be putting Q at my number 1 spot. I'm gonna cash in that spot early. I think Q was just such a breath of fresh air in like the new era casting. Like finally someone that wasn't afraid to be villainous, someone that wasn't afraid to throw shade in confessionals. Like they just brought so much fun to the season.
Someone who wasn't afraid to tell everyone to vote him out just to not get a single vote.
Yes. Someone who's not afraid to quit in front of Jeff.
All right. So this next
he tried to quit so many times and they just wouldn't.
And that's so funny that he wanted to vote. He wanted to target people for not voting him out. It's iconic.
Wasn't he saying something about quitting like literally like the second episode?
I think so, which is funny since he voted out Jelinski for quitting in the intro challenge.
Mm-hmm. All right. This next player, if you haven't noticed yet, there's a bit of a theme. It's all new era. So this next player is Mike White.
That's not New Era. What you just said that? What?
He is now.
That's
he's in
oh
the
come
New Era.
on. That's.
Does 50 count as a new era though?
I think 49 is going to be the end of the New Era. Hopefully, if Jeff
The
still
end of the
says
New Era.
New Era, I'm going to have a mental breakdown. 51.
Mike White. Not gonna lie. This is kind of a controversial opinion, but I think Mike White's kind of mid. Like, I don't know. For me, honestly, Chris. For me, that like the entire David tribe carry that entire season. Like the Goliath tribe was kind of mid in my opinion. Like I didn't really care whenever they like that tribe was on screen that much. You know, he did have some funny moments though with like the wine when they're like trying to get the ladder. That was pretty funny. I think it'd be really funny in season 50 if he tries to like leverage like White Lotus cameos.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be really funny. Yeah, I'll put Mike White at. I put Eric at 6, right? So
I think so.
Yes, 5. You did. Eric at 6.
Mike White at 5.
Cool.
All right. For me, Mike White is impressive because he's like always throughout his reality TV existence always been able to like look like the same age. I enjoyed Mike White in Dave vs. Goliath. But he didn't like stand out to me that much. And I haven't I haven't seen White Lotus, so like that's not really moving any needles for me. So I'm gonna actually controversially put him at 7.
I will say he's way better than Mason Reese with his dad.
I did see that season.
Yeah,
that was good. His dad did kind of steal that duo though.
Oh right,
wasn't he in 2 seasons with Amazing Race?
Yeah, I haven't seen the second one. Now
next player is Jesse Lopez from Survivor 4.
Oh, the dad of the Mr. Beast contestant.
Yes, yeah, he actually is.
That's why
a future fucking person on our podcast as well.
Didn't rumors say that he got cut because his son did Mr. Beast, or am I crazy?
That is a rumor. Yeah, I did hear that.
That's what I said in my video.
Oh, maybe that's where I heard it from.
I said it in my video.
Not your rumors circling back.
I think that's why I said my top 10 Survivor players that should be in 50. I think I said Jesse Lopez won't ever be back because he was on like 1 second of a Survivor. He was 1 second of a Mr. Beast video.
Well, didn't his son win like 100K recently in it?
I don't know, but
yeah, no, they brought his son back for Mr. Beast's Second Chances.
Really?
And his son won it.
There was a Mr.
Yeah.
He made a Mr. Beast Second Chances video?
It wasn't called Second Chances, but it was all people from his previous video, so I'm just calling it Second Chances.
Yeah, I remember that video. I didn't know he won. But anyway, where you guys
Jesse? I'm gonna pick Jesse. He was huge. This is honestly like Jesse's was kind of a special player because season 43 was the first I got my friend hooked on Survivor because I showed him Blood versus I showed him Brains versus Brawn versus Beauty.
Good season.
A few episodes of that, and then we started watching 43 when it came out together, and Jesse was like both of our favorites, and we were rooting for him the whole time, and then we were really mad when he went out to fire. But I feel like I still really love the Gabler one because that was really goofy. But I would probably put Jesse at around the number 3 spot. Jesse's really cool, and he's a player I would definitely want to see play again because I just think he has a cool way of doing strategy.
Yeah, for me, I like Jesse's story. I liked his gameplay, but I don't have any strong feelings on him. I mean, he should be on 50. I would say that. But I'm gonna put him at 6. He's kind of a neutral contestant for me.
Bro has Erica higher than Jesse. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, it's a blind ranking. You don't know my true thoughts.
All right. Next player is going to be Yam Yam from Survivor 44.
Is his name Jam?
Jam.
Yeah, it's Jam.
Oh, this guy's racist. You just mispronounced Yam Yam's name. Oops,
okay.
Me. Jam's name.
Don't cancel me.
I don't know. I feel like I have some. I don't know. I feel like I have mixed thoughts on Jam. He's kind of mid, to be honest. Like looking back, like what did he do? Like I really can't think about a single thing that happened in season 44 other than Bruce dying. So
Carolyn is like whole season.
Carolyn, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she's showing up in the spawn ranking.
Well, the thing is, Jam Jam had like 90 confessionals. I just don't remember a single one other than when he's like, "I'm gonna poop in the ocean."
I could not say a single one either.
He was like, "I'm gonna poop in the ocean." That's all I remember him saying.
I didn't remember that.
I think it was like his very first confessional in the season. I'm gonna put Jam Jam at number 7.
Cool.
Oh God! If I knew, I would probably have put Jesse at like 4 and Jam Jam at 6 if I knew this was coming up. I just Jam Jam is like fine, but like I just don't have any like. It's just another of those new era players that won. It's like I was wanting Carolyn to win, and then he won. And it's like, oh, okay, I can see that. That's the boring option, though. It's like the predictable option. So I was like, salty. I'm gonna put Jam Jam at 8.
Ooh.
I don't even dislike him, so no shade.
All right, this next player is is Romeo Escobar from season 42.
Oh my God! Are you gonna put people I like on this list?
You like Romeo?
No. It's like, is he gonna put people I like?
Yeah, we're gonna go with 9 with Romeo. Also, I didn't watch 41, but I know that he was.
Romeo
he was 40. He was 42. 42. Yeah, 42.
Yeah.
I watched most of 42. I don't think I watched like the final 6 upwards because it was like, I know Marianne's winning. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I'm putting Romeo at 9.
Yeah.
And that's really bad for me because my only spots left
2, 3, and 4.
are 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
So no matter what, I'm screwed.
What are my spots left? I have 1.
You have 1, 4, and 8.
Yeah, you have options at least.
So this is probably a good one for Memeview because he has a perfect spot for it.
Oh.
So do you actually, Semaj, because you guys are going to get pretty lucky with this next one. It is Genevieve Mushalak from season 47.
Were you trying to set that up to make it sound like it was Bruce?
Bruce, bro. What the heck?
No.
Got me
Did it sound like Bruce?
reason.
I just was like, this is the good player that everyone loves.
No, because like we haven't mentioned her at all in this podcast, so it doesn't make sense at all.
But everybody loves Genevieve. Give me one person that doesn't like Genevieve.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put Genevieve at number. I'm going to put Genevieve at number 8.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
I was just like, wow.
Genevieve is that player that like. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the first 3 episodes she had literally 3 confessionals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she just out of nowhere became like this massive mastermind that took out Keyshawn.
Yeah, like there hasn't been like a lot of like, women players in the new era that like had that vibe. Like super kind, super nice, but just also super dominant. And like she didn't like use anything else to her advantage besides like actual survivor aspects.
This might sound kind of sexist, but I usually don't find myself rooting for like women. I usually have like a favorite. Like, usually my favorite player this season is a guy.
Hashtag cancel.
He's given us so much content without him knowing. It's hilarious.
I was definitely rooting for Genevieve though. Like I wanted her to win. Sucks that she went out. It sucks that freaking they gave Rachel a free idol and a free. They gave Rachel like.
Yeah, she had a lot. She had a lot.
Yeah. We're just given like people were like, oh, Eva was given so many advantages. Bro, you were rooting for all the people that were saying that Eva was Hannah stuff was rooting for Rachel, who was literally freaking given an idol and a thing of fries.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna put Genevieve at number 3 because I'm still holding out hope that
you have Bruce. 4. You have 1, 4, and 8. So I'm guessing you meant 4.
Yeah, 4. Who did I put at 3? Oh, I put
Jesse.
Oh yeah, Jesse at 3. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll put her at 4. Even though if I actually did the list, I would probably switch her and Jesse.
All right, Semaj, 2, 3.
Yeah, so I'd actually put Genevieve at 2. I think like out of all like the newer contestants, she's probably like the player that reminded me the most of like Parvati. Not even like in how she plays, just like from a vibe. The only thing I wish Genevieve was like I wish less of her like end game confessions were more like, I'm learning to have emotions. I wish it was more like she was just cutthroat from start to end. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Spencer
like
Bloodstock.
you don't have to feel
Spencer
too bad about
Bloodstock.
voting these people out.
But like,
Spencer
imagine
Bloodstock
being on an
was
island.
I know I would feel bad, but
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
Well, she had the same storyline as Spencer Bloodstock from Second Chance.
Exactly. Like we've
I'm
seen
learning
these
emotion.
notes before.
All right, this next
Spencer learned how to say love to his girlfriend.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Wow.
that was literally a storyline.
And then freaking, I'm gonna lie. Wait, can I just say something really quick? Hot take. I hate when people use sob stories in their freaking Final Tribal Council. When Jeremy was like, "I'm gonna have a baby boy," so vote for me to win.
All right. So this
and
next
like he was winning
player
anyway. He didn't even need it.
is David Solinsky.
Ooh.
David Jelinski.
Yeah.
Oh man, he was our first boot. I can't put him at number one. Like,
I wish I had
can't do
7
that.
open for him.
David Jelinski is such a
7 would be
oddball of a player because I feel like he literally plays the worst possible first episode you could possibly. He literally
He throws the hourglass and breaks it.
they lose the first challenge. He's like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna do the thing with Q. He literally is like, no, screw this. Throws the hourglass thing, and then was like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna go do the journey, and then it's like, you know what, yeah, screw trying to get an extra vote. I'm just gonna not have my vote, and then literally like lies, like tells his tribe that like, yeah, guys, I don't freaking care that much.
yeah.
That makes him a legend, though.
And then just sits around and does no strategy when they lose the challenge.
Yeah. He's definitely a bigger
I feel like
than Bruce.
I feel like it would have been a cherry on the top if he like just like gave up during the immunity challenge. He was like, oh, I'm tired. I don't do it anymore.
That'd be great. Jeff's head would explode.
Yeah, where are you
He
putting
should have been a caster 15.
Memeview? Is it
number
1 or
number
8?
8.
Number 8.
I swear, bro.
All right, I'll
crash out.
I'll put him at 3 actually. I just think he's a very funny, memorable first boot, which is what I'm looking for in a contestant. I want them to be memorable and have a complete storyline, which he does. So.
You want them to be a first boot?
True. You know what?
No, but like he has a complete storyline.
He
because
does actually
he was
have a
first
complete
boot.
storyline, which is insane. Before we close this podcast out, this is our first one. I had actually a lot of fun, and I'm very looking forward.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Whoever we have as our next guest, I want to thank Memeview for coming out and doing this. You know, he's been killing it on Memeview. He's been killing it on YouTube as of late. You know, making that slow build in subscribers. He has that very odd and different and unique type of Survivor content, which is just to really make you laugh. And you know,
it works.
I'm guilty of it as well. I've laughed very hard at some of
for laughing.
Yeah, I'm guilty of laughing.
How dare you laugh?
Chain me up, man. But yeah, Memeview, I want to thank you for coming out.
Yeah, thank you.
There's one thing I must do before I leave here.
Oh, I'm scared.
Bruce there, before you guys survive. You know, I Bruce the Great survivor.
It's Bruce. It's Bruce. Oh. I
yeah,
can't believe we got Bruce on the podcast.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Dude, we might have to do podcast episode 1, guest Bruce.
The clickbait, clickbait.
not Memeview.
And just like Photoshop his face on over my face.
That's actually so good.
But I actually might do that. That's actually a pretty good idea. Just because you correlate so much with Bruce in every one of your videos, I might just have to do that. But yeah, this is gonna conclude our episode. We did actually pretty good with time. Oh no, it was an hour.
I think
minutes.
it was over an hour. Yeah,
it was an hour. And 20.
Hey, listen, podcasts. They could go off the rails.
They could.
Everyone, comment below why Bruce is so good.
You should. Comment
that would
below
actually
why
be a
Bruce
good
is so
comment.
good.
Yeah.
And comment also down below who you'd want to see on the podcast next. Maybe Memeview episode 2 down the line. Who knows what happens?
This is actually just a Memeview podcast.
It is just Memeview. We're always wondering what Memeview is up to every month. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming out, and we'll see you guys in the next pod. Peace out, guys.
Thank you. Goodbye.